Assalamu alaikum students, welcome to the Sufai classes. Today we will start Pythagoras theorem. You know, Pythagoras theorem is especially for right angled triangle. What do you mean by right angled triangle? A triangle whose one angle is of 90 degree is called as a right angled triangle. Okay, for example, this is triangle ABC and here angle B is of 90 degree, so it is called as a right angle triangle ABC. Similarly, here angle L is 90 degree, so here angle MLN is right angled triangle. In triangle XYZ, angle Y is 90 degree, and so here XYZ is a right angled triangle. We denote right angled triangle by this square sign. Okay, this square sign means right angled triangle. Okay, right angled triangle. This is the sign of right angled triangle. And you should know the side opposite to the right angled triangle, that is here the side opposite to angle B is AC. So AC is hypotenuse. Here side opposite to right angled triangle is MN. So MN is hypotenuse. Here XZ is hypotenuse, which is opposite to angle Y, that is of 90 degree. Okay. Now what is Pythagoras theorem? See this figure, triangle ABC. Here BC is the base and AB is the height of the triangle, and the side opposite to the right angle triangle, that is angle B. Side opposite to right angle, that is angle B, is called as a hypotenuse. So according to Pythagoras theorem, the square of the largest side of a right angle triangle, that is square of hypotenuse, will be equal to the sum of the square of the other two sides. Means hypotenuse square will be equal to base square plus height square. Okay, so what will be here? Length of AC square will be equal to length of AB square plus length of BC square. Okay, so generally we write it as hypotenuse square of any right angle triangle will be equal to base square plus height square. Okay, now see one example. In triangle ABC, angle C is right angle that is of 90 degree. Length of AC is given as 5 cm and BC is given as 12 cm, and we have to find out the length of this hypotenuse AB. Okay, so by applying the Pythagoras theorem, AB square will be equal to AC square plus CB square. Length of AB square will be equal to AC square plus length of BC square, that is 5 square plus 12 square, that is 25 plus 144, 169. Okay, that is the square of 13 square. So length of AB square will be equal to 13 square. Here this square and this square will be cancelled out, and length of AB will be 13 centimeter. Okay, let's see exercise. Here in this question, triangle LMN is given and angle M is right angle triangle, and we have to calculate the length of LN. So length of LN will be equal to length of MN square plus length of LM square, that is 24 square plus 7 square. By solving it, we will get the value of X. Okay, so these questions you will try in the homework at your home. Okay, by using the formula, hypotenuse square will be equal to base square plus height square. In this triangle, what is the hypotenuse? Yes, PR is the hypotenuse here. So here PR square will be equal to PQ square plus QR square. Here EF is the hypotenuse, so EF square will be equal to DF square plus ED square. Okay, so in this way you have to calculate the value of X here. In this question, in the right angled triangle PQR, angle P is 90 degree. Length of PQ is 24 centimeter. Length of PR is 10 centimeter, and we have to find out the length of segment QR. So here angle P is 90 degree. So let's draw it as angle P is 90 degree. So PQ is given as 24 degree and PR is 24 centimeter and PR is 10 centimeter, and we have to calculate the length of hypotenuse QR. So by applying the formula, QR square will be equal to PR square plus PQ square, we will find out the value of QR. Okay, so try it at your home, the homework. Okay, the next questions I will inshallah send in the WhatsApp group. Okay, now let's see what is Pythagorean triplets. Okay, what is Pythagorean triplet? We know that in the Pythagoras theorem, the hypotenuse square is equal to the sum of base square and height square, right? It means that hypotenuse is the largest side, so largest side square will be equal to the sum of base square plus height square. So what do you mean by Pythagoras triplet? So if three numbers are given, three natural numbers are given, and the sum of the biggest number, square of the biggest number, will be equal to the sum of the squares of the remaining two numbers, then all the three numbers form the Pythagoras triplets. Okay, let's see an example. 7, 24 and 25. Three numbers are given, 7, 24 and 25. So what's the biggest number here? 25. 25 is the biggest number here. What's the square of 25? 625, right? So first of all, we have to find out whether the sum of the square of the remaining two numbers will be equal to 625 or not. So 7 square is 49, 24 square is 576 and 25 square is 625. So we will calculate the sum of the square of the remaining two numbers, that is smaller two numbers, 7 square plus 24 square, 49 plus 576, that will give 625. Yes, 625 is the square of the biggest number 25. So these three numbers form a Pythagorean triplet. Understood? It means that if three numbers are given and if the square of the largest number will be equal to the sum of the squares of the remaining two numbers, then those three numbers form a Pythagorean triplets. Okay, so here exercise is given to you and we have to find out the Pythagorean triplets among the following numbers. So here the greatest number is 5. So in order to find out this is a Pythagorean triplet or not, we have to calculate the sum of the square of the 3 and 4, and if the square of 3 and square of 4 and their sum will be equal to 25, then we will say that this is a Pythagorean triplet. Okay, so the square of 3 is 9 plus 16. Yes, 9 plus 16 is 25, that is the square of 5. It means that yes, this is a Pythagorean triplet. Okay, here square of 6 is 36 and square of 4 is 16, square of 5 is 25. Yes, 16 plus 25, which is equal to 41, which is not equal to the square of the 6, right? So this is not a Pythagorean triplet. Hope you have understood. Now try the remaining questions, otherwise I will already send it in the WhatsApp group. Right from there, the sides of the sum triangles are given below. Here are the sides of the sum right angled triangle. Find out which ones are the right angled triangle. Here the sides of triangles are given and we have to find out whether these triangles are right angled triangle. So how will we find? First of all, we will find out the square of the largest side, that is 17, and if the square of the largest side will be equal to the sum of the square of the remaining side, then we will say that yes, these are the sides of a right angled triangle. Okay, otherwise it is not. Okay, here 17 square of 17 is 289 and the square of 8 plus square of 15, that is 8 square plus 15 square is 64 plus 225, and the addition is 64 plus 225 is 289, that is the square of 17. So yes, this is a right angle triangle. Likewise, we will solve another problems and find out if they are right angled or not. If the sum of the smaller two sides, sum of the square of the smaller two sides will be equal to the square of the largest side, then we say that the given sides are the sides of a right angled triangle. Otherwise, it is not a right angled triangle. Hope you have understood. Okay, I will send the solutions of all these practice sets in the WhatsApp group. So write from there. Okay, Allah Hafiz.